Am I really live on YouTube? I can't quite tell. Okay, looks like I am live. Hello, everybody. My name is Graham from Type What, and I'm on a mission to find a cure for type 1 diabetes so that it is reversible and affordable and accessible to everybody, so that the whole disease is just not a life sentence anymore. It's as simple as taking a pill, changing your lifestyle, or maybe an injection of some kind. So, what I do on this channel is I'm documenting my journey to find that cure, to find that way to reverse it. And this is a daily log where I'm going to go over a little bit of a topic and then do kind of my daily check-in on my experiments, etc. Just for science and data tracking and stuff. Also, just to share this with the world so that you guys can contribute and collaborate with me as I go along with this. So I have my my YouTube chat up. I have a very low subscriber count, so I'm not expecting anyone to jump in, but I have it up if you do want to jump in live. Happy to answer any questions. All right, here we go. Oh, and I just realized I labeled my my daily log wrong. Today is the year, we're in the year 2021, even though the title currently says 2020. Okay. So today what I'm going to do is go over my the experiment spreadsheet that I made last year, and we're going to share a screen. Okay, so this is the experiment spreadsheet that I made last year, and I have not updated it yet. So I'm going to quickly do an update and then make a explain what it is. And if you guys are interested, I'd be happy to send you a templated version of this. Just hit me up in the comments on comments. We're going to duplicate. So November is the most recent one. Let me just delete a couple of these. These are the old ones. Well, I can use this to explain a little bit. And you can see a little bit how it evolved. So basically January 2020, I was going, let's see. I did a couple of, let me see which, if I was doing, okay. So January 2020, I was coming off of a holiday season where I kind of cheated a little bit more, more frequently, and started to need insulin for the first time since going off of insulin. But I was eating a lot of carbs, and so I thought it was just the carbs. So then in January, in the beginning of January, I was not tracking this on this sheet. I know I had it on some sheet. I was tracking, I tracked deeply my macronutrients as I was going from a vegan keto version to I went into what we're calling the Daniel Challenge, which is a, Bible-based, that's actually science-based mostly. Well, it's science-based, but it happens to be the same thing that the prophet Daniel did in the Bible. So it's kind of like an extra data point, which is pretty cool. It's called the Daniel Challenge, which is basically a very clean version of vegan. So it's a whole food, plant-based, which is any amount of carbs, any amount of food, but you're restricting the amount of fats and you restrict the amount of processed foods, or you eliminate the amount of processed foods. So it's a very clean diet. And so that's how I started tracking this. And you can see, so what I did here is I have, of course, every tab is for the month. And then up here we have the different dates. So you see the 210 is the 10th of February. And then also have the days of the week just to help me kind of visually understand this. And then I have different sections over here, right? So tracking my energy, like what was my energy when I woke up, mid-morning, afternoon, and evening, right? And I'm expecting to be tired right before bed, so I'm not really tracking that. The diet. So this was the diet I was on. So a 10% fat, whole food, plant-based morning, right? So for the morning meals, did I eat the 10% fat, meaning no more than 10% fat within your whole food plant-based meal, and that includes the fat that's inside of your vegetables, etc. So these are all from whole foods. So it's basically not eating a bunch of peanut butter or not eating too much like coconut something or other, right? Too much olives, no olive oil, but etc. So that's what the diet was. You can see that here. I track my sleep, exercise, because all of these things together, right? The diet, sleep, exercise, hydration, etc., can have an impact on your energy. So the energy is like a lagging indicator. The diet, sleep, and exercise is a leading indicator, hydration, etc. So different things here: placebo effect, stress, any illnesses. I'm tracking it when I get illnesses or if I feel like I'm getting them. Deep fatigue, I have in that category here. I don't. It's kind of a hard one to place. Insulin tracking, macronutrients. This was really time consuming to track, but it's pretty insightful when you do it. It's definitely a good exercise to do at least once for about a month to kind of really get a feel for the real data that's going on behind your biology. And then tracking any other medications that I was taking, because sometimes a steroid or something can have an effect on other parts of your body, energy levels, blood sugars, etc. So that's all what's going on here. These are old, and so I'm going to delete these real quick. And I have the 2020 version. This is the new version that I just kind of duplicated. So I'm going to delete the old stuff. I have it stored for the year 2020. And embarrassingly, I don't think so you can see here, this is when I was doing the PKD diet, right? So my diet changed. And you can see that there's different things I'm tracking here. Did I eat liver? What was my weight? Did I eat bone marrow? Did I have the right fat to protein ratio? Did I hit my grams of food per day, or did I go over? And did I eat the right food sources, etc. Right? So you can see it's pretty interesting to have this, and you can see the energy. I was feeling pretty good on my energy most of these days. So yeah, I remember feeling really good in October. So yeah, that's a good one. And then November kind of fell off a little bit harder. You can see I didn't even update the months. December fell off even harder because I didn't even make it. January, I didn't make it either. It's on my to-do list, but didn't quite finish that. So what we are going to do, did I keep my insulin on here? I hope I did, because I don't want to type that out. Yeah, looks like I did. Yeah. No, those are macros. Oh, insulin's right here. Okay. Alrighty. Delete. And delete. All right. Let me check. All right, I'm gonna move this up here so it doesn't look so weird for you guys. Checking, these are just for my comments. So lonely. Why doesn't no one talk to me? All right. Energy, sleep hours, quality, naps, red glasses at night, sleep before 9:30, awake without alarm at all right, so first we're going to zero these things out. Now, when I was doing my when I was doing my insulin, what am I trying to say? I think I forgot. Beamer notes. So you can see how this thing has evolved, taking my glucose and ketones, insulin, physical injuries. I added some stuff. So when I was doing the PKD, they wanted me to track my bowel movements because I do not have regular bowel movements. The consistency is a little different. Sorry, but if that's TMI for you, but I think that digestion is a very important piece, at least for me in my experience. It coincides with my type 1 diabetes diagnosis. So if you have a similar thing happening, let me know because I'm curious if I'm the only one out there that has noticed a deterioration in their digestive ability around the same time they got diagnosed with diabetes. Okay. For right now, I'm going to keep these the same, except for this. So our diet is going to be, I'm calling this the Paleo 2x2. And so this is too much to explain in this video, but basically it's my own version of the whole food plant-based diet. That's even more strict, as if it wasn't strict enough. I'm just trying to get something that really works for my body, making adjustments as we go. So we are going to have approved food sources. There is no limits on my intake. There should be a fat ratio. I don't know what that is. I think it's going to be, between 3 and 10%. We're not doing that. Actually, I might. So I do also want to add bone marrow and liver, cycling this in because of the dense nutrients that are involved. So really, for me, it is the approved sources that'll work. Okay, and this is going to be February 21. Cool. And February February 1st was a Monday. Cool. So I just do this. Boop. Okay. Today's the 4th. We're on Thursday. Today, my energy waking up was right out of bed. I did not feel, I'm going to give it a 6. Did not feel that energized. I felt pretty good in the morning. Felt great in the afternoon, which I'm currently in. But yeah, so what I do in this is I fill this out every day. So I have some backlogging. We've already kind of gone long on our time, so I'm not going to go through all this in detail with you on the screen. I should be doing yesterday. So what? Just to give you a little bit more glimpse in this. So this is on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 meaning I have perfect energy. 1 being I'm asleep or whatever. Yeah, then you can put in the hours. So the X's are like a checkbox, right? So did you hit this goal, right? And then the other type of value is a number value. So like hours of sleep. So I think what I did is, let's see, it was 7. It's pretty much 11. It's like 8 hours. Quality sleep was probably a 6. We had a little 2-year-old in our in our bed. I did have my red glasses on, but they kind of fell off a little bit. I was not asleep, and it did not wake up before my alarm. Okay. Oh yeah. So we did running. It's interesting. So I did weightlifting. Oops. Squats, and what was the other one I did? I know I did another weightlifting. I just can't recall. It's strange. I've been crushing my stretches. Pretty good with that. But yeah, you can see post meal workouts. I don't know if I'm going to have that in my plan or not. They're having all the hydration stuff in here, natural sunlight. I have not been getting my sunset or my sunrises in, but I have been getting my like a mid morning sun going on. Okay, yeah. So I'll work on updating some of these to my current ones. So multi. I'm just gonna keep going with this. Actually, I'm changing my mind on the fly here. If you guys just want to jump in the chat. I'm gonna go through this real quick. And this is both my kind of demo of the spreadsheet, but also I'm filling out what my daily log was. Okay. So silver. So this is actually silver water to be a little more clear. And we're going to also do silver nebulize. And we're going to add a ion cleanse. Did that. Am I filling out Friday? I'm filling out Friday. Moving in the future over here. So the other thing, yeah. Excuse me. The other thing that I do here that helps me from a color coordination here is I do use these colors like this, so I know what I'm filling out. That gives me a nice little visual. Let me do this. A nice little visual of what. Maybe I should really do it like this. Boom. And then you have the visual of the past, right? Yesterday and today, what you're filling out. Visually, as you kind of go through it. Even if I have this up here, you can see I totally ignored it. I was just filling stuff out. Yeah, so we did the ion cleanse yesterday. We did not nebulize. I need to get in my nebulization game. We did this, and I'm adding below. So double A, vitamin C, and I just started doing an additional B. Now I'm actually trying to get most of my vitamins and nutrients from my diet. I am adding the double X multivitamin to cover my bases. I'm adding the C just for an extra immunity boost. And I'm adding the B because some of the B vitamins are not as prominent or found at all in the vegan plant-based diet. So my plan is to have enough liver and bone marrow to get all the vitamins and nutrients from my food, and then maybe do a small amount of supplementation, but not rely solely on supplementation for the bees. And these are kind of like a once a day thing. Well, I am kind of doing them twice a day. Insert rows. No. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing here. I am doing a morning and an evening. I haven't been too consistent with this, which means I need a plan, and from the plan, I can then track it and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I was doing all of this in my head. Can you imagine trying to keep track of all this stuff? It's really kind of impossible. And this is also February. Thus the need to write everything down and keep track of it. What is interesting is you can find trends. Remember the October where I showed you how my energy was good in general? You could also find trends where, I didn't get sleep like 2 nights before, and my energy, how that was affected 2 days later. Interesting trends. You can see little like patterns of like a pattern here of like, oh, look, I did all of that. And then it affects something else up here. And then I did it here again, and then did that, like it just gives you a way to maybe see data in the relationship between it, and then define hypotheses for another experiment to try to really zero in and see if that is the main variable that moves the needle there. Because it may just be a symphony of variables all working together, which is harder to track. But so today I did not do my vitamin C. I did my B. Okay. Yesterday I did that. And that. Okay. Now Wim Hof. I'm loving this. I'm currently doing, I have it twice in my, my habit stack. So I don't know. I'm just going to count the once a day things here. And I have also in my, apps. I'm using the Wim Hof app. I'm using the Oak app for meditation. All that tracking is in there. I want a nice integration that can pull all these data points, put it into one thing, have it automatically feed into, if it's my spreadsheet or my own app that tracks the stuff I want in the future. I have been doing caffeine, and I did both of these yesterday. Tracking my stress levels. That was good. Just illness. Okay. Supplements. So I had these up there. Okay. Illness, silver liquid, 2 tablespoons, nasal. That's right, AM, PM. So that's taking these guys out. Multivitamin. I'm going to add vitamin C. Okay. Takes out these guys. Okay, so I see what I did there. So this is just other supplements. Shoot. I do have a couple of these. I should keep keeping in here. So we could put put this lower. So I have the Dr. Colleen. I don't remember the name of this right now. So I'm going to fill in what it is, but it's Dr. Colleen's digestive powder, if I were to just describe what it is. And then I have Dr. Colleen pill number 1 and Dr. Colleen pill number 2. That's what I'm doing. And I'm just doing, I've been doing them once a day. I have to re-up on my, I stopped all of that because I was supposed to for the PKD. So I haven't done that in like 6 months. And it's like, oh, I probably should do this again. So I picked it up. All right. That looks good. So these are digestive. Should that go under digestion? Your BMs, supplements. I might want to reorganize this to be dietary supplements. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's more natural for you guys to hear? Okay. And then illness, silver, and fatigue. So we're gonna do the silver nebulizing here. And we're gonna add a whole section. Let me just hijack this one. Detox. So we're gonna do the ion cleanse. Excuse me. All right. Insulin, I got to get that in there. I am tracking it. I'm tracking it halfway in my Dexcom. I'm tracking it all the way by taking photos. I've been screenshotting life. As my minimum way to track all my data, I'm screenshotting the different things that I do. The first thing I've started as my habit is to take a photo of everything I eat, everything I put in my body. And then also includes insulin. Sometimes I'll take photos of other stuff, but I usually don't do like exercise and different stuff. It's like taking a photo of my hand on a weight or my shoes. I don't know. As I run, so I haven't figured that one out. Beamer band. So this is the type of the band is the type of apparatus, the intensity, or program, and then the time of day. Okay, so this is what I did here. So I would, because these things can change, right? You want to do, so if you did a band in the morning, no, what did I do here? Duration, intensity, or program. Okay, so the intensity or program is it's a number if it's an intensity. So I'm doing a 3, which is the low intensity because it was affecting the my joint, my knee, and it was making my knee kind of stiff when I was doing the higher ones. So I was misguided on my protocol to go all the way up to 10. And I was later informed that 8 through 10 is reserved for professional athletes that are doing with like 6-hour workouts every day. Not me. The duration of my program is 8 minutes, and the low band location was I'm doing legs. I feel like this should just be band location, and I can just say legs. There are 2 bands, and we're getting a mat, guys. So if you're interested at all in some of this stuff, I guess this is more of the plan that I had, right? So my plan was to do a lower back and a stomach version. Lower back just for lower back pain, stomach for the digestive stuff in diabetes. So I'm currently a little sore from my previous workout. I did a pretty good lunge workout. So I actually have been doing this in the morning. Oh, there's another variable. I don't know how much this really matters, but band 1 plus. So technically it should be something like this to get all these detailed variables in here. This might be too much. And I will know soon as I get bored of doing this, or I skip things, I don't do things because they're not valuable. Pulse. There's a pulsing option as well. So I did this morning. Boom. All right, I need to add the PM stuff. That's why that's bold. Getting a little antsy. I want to get back to some other stuff I need to do. So we're going to leave this as is for now. It needs some updating. I need to start filling it out a little bit better. But if you can't get it perfect, at least get it started, right? So this is my start to it. That's my daily log for today, Thursday, February 4th, 2021. My playoff beard is going strong. It's getting the neck beard here is getting it's getting a mind of its own, folks. It's getting a mind of its own. I've officially reached the point in growing a beard where you cannot feel things that are on the fringes. So when I eat something, I have no idea if I have like this giant piece of avocado on my mustache or my beard or something. And I'll just go along talking to you with this big thing, hanging out on my beard. So if you see me in the streets, let me know if I have something on my beard. Okay. All right. So I'm going to sign off. If you want a version of this, let me know in the comments. I can send you a copy of it so you can use all the mojo I've already kind of templated out here. I think I'm going to eventually build my own app as long as, if it gets too cumbersome to do all this, I'll build my own app. Maybe just a way to pull in data from Apple Health and stuff and put it in here automatically. But yeah, this is how I'm tracking all my experiments. Hopefully, this will help us track when I reverse type 1 diabetes. We can help use this data to help figure out the variables that were going on to try to repeat the process. Okay. Step 1, reverse it for myself. That's what I want to do, or learn how someone else did it. Step 1, someone reverse it. Okay. Step 2, figure out how to repeat it for one other person. Step 3, figure out how to repeat it for everybody. And step 4, make it affordable and accessible to everybody. So that is our Apparently it's a 4-step process, guys. I just did that. I don't know. But more heads are better than one here. Okay. So let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, or ideas, any experiment ideas that you want me to do. I will be your guinea pig. I'm going to prioritize them according to my plans as well, but I'm always looking for new and exciting experiment ideas, preferably that are backed by a lot of science and data. Even if I have to be one of the first human trials, we'll see. Within my own risk tolerance, I do have a family I have to care for and provide for. But yeah, guys, more heads are better than one. So let's get involved. Let's collaborate on this, and we'll get there a lot faster. If you want to see more videos like this, do the like because that tells YouTube to put it in your feed more often. If you really want to keep track of stuff, you can do subscribe. And if you are a crazy person and never want to miss a video, do the notification bell. And that way you get distracted every time I publish a video. All right, guys, that's it for Type What on this fantastic day in Southern California.